Knowing these 4 basic cuts for an onion will make your healthy home cooking fast and fun. The cuts I turn to the most are onion rings, a slice, also known as a half moon, a chop, and a dice. So for all 4 of these, you want to get familiar with your onion and know the difference between the stem and the root. The root is at the bottom of the onion, and it's a little bit nubbier. It looks just like this. And then the stem is at the top, and it's usually a little bit thinner and longer. So for our onion rings, we're gonna lay the onion down and I'm gonna trim off the stem. Next, you need to remove this papery outer layer of the onion, which can be tricky to do. So what I like to do is make a very thin slice on the most outer layer of the onion, and then I just pull that whole thing off along with the papery skin. Now you're ready to make your onion rings. You're just gonna take your knife over the top and slice straight down. The closer you make the rings, the thinner they will be, and the further apart, the thicker they will be. Thin onion rings are great on top of a salad, and when they're a little bit thicker, you could put them on your favorite sandwich or burger. They're also great on top of the grill, and these are what you want when you're making homemade onion rings. Next, we've got the onion slice or the half moon. So this time what we're gonna do is, again, you're gonna trim off the stem end of the onion, but then you're gonna lie it cut side down and slice the onion in half. Now from here, it's much easier to pull this papery outer layer off the onion. So go ahead and pull that off. Then you're gonna grab the knife and again, get over the onion and then just slice straight down. And you'll start to see that these create little half moons. The closer you make your cuts, the thinner your slices will be, and the wider you make them, the thicker they'll be. Now you could do this cut one of 2 ways. You could do what I just showed you, or you can go ahead and trim off the root end as well, and then just rotate the onion and repeat. I like using these half moons if I'm doing some type of saute, and they are also delicious in a stir fry. The last 2 cuts I'm gonna show you are very similar to each other, the chop and the dice. So again, you wanna remove the stem end of the onion, then slice that onion in half, and take off that thin papery outer layer. Lay the onion down and you're gonna take a nice sharp knife and we're gonna create some horizontal cuts in the onion. Then come over the top and you're gonna come down, do the same thing but vertically. Again, you're gonna keep these cuts a little bit wider because the chop is a bit of a chunkier cut. Bring your knife over the top and then slice down. The closer those cuts are, the smaller the pieces are gonna be, and the wider they are, the chunkier the pieces are gonna be. You're gonna use a chopped onion anytime you're making a soup or a stew or a chili. This is probably the cut I use the most in my kitchen. As for the dice, it's gonna be all the same actions as the chop, but our cuts are gonna be closer together, which is gonna create a smaller end result. So grab your nice sharp knife and you're gonna come in horizontally, but this time you're gonna get a few extra cuts in there. Then come right over the top and we're gonna do those same cuts vertically, again, keeping them closer together than you did with the chop. Bring your knife over the top and slice down and you will see that the little diced onion pieces fall right off, and it really is the easiest way to dice an onion. I turn to diced onions anytime I want that onion flavor, but I don't want a lot of texture, so I'll usually use it if I'm making a sauce or some type of salad dressing. These 4 basic onion cuts promise to keep your clean and delicious cooking healthy and easy.